Yo, what's up everybody, RageCage20 here. We're back with another Nightwish live battle. But before we get into that, we gotta of course go over our rules and regulations, just as a fair warning to everybody at the beginning of all of these. In the comments, make sure you keep it nice and constructive and or polite. Feel free to disagree with my opinions, that is fantastic, I love that. However, let's keep the insults and the name calling out of there, otherwise you will just be blocked from the channel right out of the gate. No response. No explanation, just boom, you gone. Fair warning. Also, the reason we are doing these, again, is not to decide if one singer is better than the other, but to just come back to each song individually at the end of the day. Which version would I listen to if I was to listen to this again? Also, it's for me, I haven't mentioned this, but I should have mentioned this, it's also for me to decide at the end who I prefer as a singer live, because I already know who I prefer as a singer on the studio version. I haven't mentioned it yet, but if you come back at the end of these, the fifth one, I can't tell you which one that is yet, but you know it's going to be a crazy one. At the end of that, there'll also be chapters in there. I think there's going to be chapters in all of these. Anyways, I'm going to mention not only who's my favorite studio Nightwish singer, but who at the end of the day is my favorite live Nightwish singer, which is also what we're discovering through this at the same time. But for the sake of this video and purposes here, we're not deciding who's better, but what version I would listen to. There will be less analysis in this. If you watch the other ones, you already know that. It's pretty much just me analyzing what I liked about what the singer was doing and how well they're singing said song, and of course the original singer of the song has home field advantage. Today we are on Nemo. We have Tarja versus Anette here. Nemo is a fucking gorgeous song, and as going back to Ghost Love Score, it has that perfect blend, at least the studio version, because that's all I've ever listened to, has that perfect blend between Tarja's opera power, but also her metal singing at the same time. It has that beautiful blend, and it sounds fantastic. So we're going to see how well that translates live. Also, I'm messing around with lighting and stuff like that. It's a beautiful day-ish. There's some light coming in, so I wanted to see if I could make it work without turning the lights on. So lighting might be a little weird. I'm working on it. Still working on things, but kind of at this angle it's okay. When I get a little close, I get a little shiny, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, not important. Ladies, as always, I don't want a clean fight. I want you to bust out the best tools in your fucking arsenal and just let them shine. And Tarja, stage is yours. This is, of course, the re-release of End of an Era performance from Tarja. Annette's will be the same one from, I believe the same one from Slow Love Slow, the jazz festival, and I believe somewhere in France, because she was speaking French, but that could have been a coincidence. I don't know. Anyways, not important. Tarja, the stage is yours. Good luck. Have fun.
Hei! Siinä on toi kaveri, kun kirjoitti biisin riffin. Koko biisi. Herra Tuomas Holopainen!
Without her name
Oh, fuck. I was so close. You saw me so close. I was like a second away from it. God damn. Alrighty. Nice. Coming out here. By the way, I did, someone in the comments from one of the other live videos, not my video, because I think I'm gonna be finishing all of these before I even release one of them, so not from mine, but for one of these videos, someone mentioned that the name of the drummer was, I'm gonna pronounce it the way it is spelt, because I think it's pronounced differently, but Jukka, Juka. I think it's pronounced Yuka if it has a soft J like Tarja does. But I'd probably call him Juka just because that sounds really cool. But yeah, that drummer, dude. I really like that drummer. Like someone was mentioning that, like when Floor came in, it was it was her take on Slow Love Slow. Like that combo of people they had, they called Juka the Tiger. I was like, I kind of agree. He's like always like forward, just lean, awesome, epic, fast. Like, I miss that guy. I really miss that drummer. He's awesome. Just throw that one out there. Yeah. Anyways, let's head back in here. A good showing that there was some funny things in that performance for sure. The beginning, I don't know what Marco was saying because clearly I don't speak the language, but it sounded like Tomas was just kind of having fun playing around, and I don't know if Marco was saying something like the song doesn't go that way or what, but like hey, let's get the right song, and then he started playing it looked like he was ignoring him for a little bit, and then he started playing the right song or something. And just kind of what I gauged off of context clues, not understanding the language. But I thought that was funny. Also, giving the guitarist what looked like wine, or just because the bottle looked pretty big, but maybe it was just beer or something. Just giving him a drink while he's playing, then having some himself, and like, okay, let's get back into this. That was fucking hilarious. It just looked like a fun time. But we're not here to judge any of that. I just wanted to point out because it was really fucking funny. We're here to judge the singing. I gotta say, a good opening. A good opening from Tarja. However, I would say beatable, which is weird because I didn't think that would be the case. And it still might not be. I was just thinking like Nemo, it got that operatic powerhouse to it. I don't know if Anette could cut it, but listening to this, maybe, I don't know. Not bad, nothing bad about it. It was just I really like the huge contrast between the kind of the smoothness of the verses to the kind of belting operatic nature of the chorus, and I don't know if I fully got that full transition in between the two. It kind of felt pretty same throughout, so that might come back to bite Tarja, it might not. I don't know. We're going to go back through it again, and we're going to suss that out. First thing I got here around 105-ish is to check the tonality and support. I want to check this out again real fast. I have misheard stuff before. I just want to see what were my ears picking up on. What were my ears hearing here? Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily a tonality thing. But hearing what my ears were hearing, I think it's one of those kind of live things. Live's not necessarily about matching the perfect tonality and the way you did it on the studio version. Live is about they're gonna love it no matter what. Live, unless you just fucking suck and just bomb. Like, I don't know, I heard Fall Out Boy really sucks live, but I've never actually listened to them live. That was just like a huge thing when they were like huge and they started doing live concerts. People were like, they're not good live. That's just kind of the rumors that were spreading. I don't know if that's true or not, but unless you just like, you really suck and you can't do your own songs, then yes. But more often than not, no matter what you sing or how you sing it, it doesn't have to be the way you're gonna do it in the studio. People are still gonna love it. Like, so it's just kind of, it seems like she's going more for just the performance aspect instead of just let's make this as smooth and as like studio perfect as possible. Which there's nothing wrong with that. I can respect that choice. You can see them having fun. They're just having a good time. It's not about making it like the perfect, flawless performance or anything like that. But in this situation where we're pitting two people against each other, that could come back and bite her. But let's listen to that again for a second here. Yeah, it kind of instead of da 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 da, she makes it more kind of, I don't want to say throaty. Just kind of like has this very interesting open yet also like it's very heavily, almost sounds like accented as well. And it just has this weird tone to it that it sounds like she's, instead of making it smooth, she's making it more operatic, which is interesting. Forever, just interesting there. Again, not bad, but just, you know, when you're looking for that smoothness when I'm looking for that smoothness that you have in the original, in the studio, that might come up. Anyways, not important. The lost ones, the one without her name, without her honest heart as compass. Not bad. There was a little bit of breathiness in there, 2 points in there, but you know, overall not bad. Pretty clean, pretty clear. Moving on to 130-ish here. Keep my face back. Keep me out of the light. Noticed here, I think this is the chorus. Can't remember. But I noticed, you know, they had her harmonized with herself going through the speakers, and she was doing, the speaker was doing that higher operatic belting that I was talking about just a little bit ago. And she's just kind of doing the lower harmonization through here, which isn't bad. I was kind of hoping to hear her bust that out, that higher, heavy vibrato register. But let's hear it again here. You can hear that really high harmony up in there. Not bad. Good. Again, solid, clean singing. Well done. That harmonization in there is fantastic. Good touch in there. Because it's really, that really shines through in the studio version. So it's really nice to have it in the live version, at least in some way, shape, or form. So very nice there. Around 150 here, it sounds like she did an interesting like tongue roll or something that I really liked. To kind of give it this nice taste to the note there. I want to hear that again. Between the pages 2 and 3. I like that. She even slowed it down a little bit. There was even a slight retardando in there, which she did another one here later as well. There's even a slight slowing on there, and even just plays with it. Very nice touches there. I like that. Around 2 minutes in here, we got another thing going on. Yeah, the tonality, the vibrato, beautiful in that whole section here. This whole 5-10 seconds, that whole passage is very beautiful, clean, nice rolling vibrato in there, and just kind of this playfulness with it. There's again just that kind of air of just having fun with the song. Yeah, I like that. I like that. It's very, very gorgeous in there. Oh, fuck, wrong one. Very gorgeous, very playful. Nice round, open sound. Very nice. Very, very nice. Around 2:45 here, we have another beautiful Retardando. I want to hear that again. Nice. It's not like really pulled back. It's not really slowed down, but you can see, she's stretching certain parts, pushing the rhythm to keep it relatively in time, but also having that nice slow retardando out there. Again, very playful, just kind of really just playing with the music to make it even more beautiful. Nice touches there. 3:30-ish. Go around here. First off, dude shreds on the guitar, man. Like every live performance I've seen of Impu here, he crushes it every time. He has fun with it. He crushes it. He's great. I think 3:30 here we have another example of that beautiful open kind of rounded tone and vibrato. Let's hear that again. Well shaped. Very nice, very open, very clean, beautiful, well phrased, just held notes and then vibrato at the end as it's fading off. Very well done, very beautiful. Now, so if you know me, it's the little things. The little things are very important to me, like extremely important to me. And so when they're either not there or changed, sometimes it can be changed for the better. Sometimes when like they go for it, it's like, I want to shake it up this way. I'm feeling it. Sometimes it just doesn't hit for me. Now. This part, I was just thinking it. I didn't even have it written down, but I just thought it. I like the part that's like da 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 da, right before it goes back to the dun 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 dun, before it repeats the chorus for the last time. I was not there. I thought I was like, oh, I probably have it coming through the speaker. Wasn't there. It's like I weep. I love that part. Just the little da. Fucking gorgeous. That's okay. I don't need it. But it's kind of the same here that we got at the end, around 4:30-ish. The name Forevermore repeat. I really like the notes and the way it's done in the studio version, and I don't think I was very like I was kind of like about the way I heard it down here. But let's listen to it again. So what I'm looking for is the da 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 da. Just that very beautiful. Love the way it's down here. Let's listen to it. Like not bad. Just obviously switched on the fly. Not the same kind of interval. Notes going up and down that I'm used to. Not bad, but it's just like when I'm looking for, it's like, oh, I love that part. Oh, okay, no, it's still kind of there, It's like, not bad. It's just like, it's like, I was looking forward to that part. It's like, oh, she's gonna just give it, And then she played with it and, did some very nice, very open vibrato in there as well. But it's like, it kind of left me wanting a little more, It kind of went me like, I wanted to hear it that way. So that's just me. That's just me, like the tiny details that are important to me. But hey, who knows? It could come back to bite you in the end. I do not know. But with that being said, we have Tarja's take now. Annette, you're up. Stage is yours. Let's see what you can do. Impress me. Let's see what you got. Stage is so quiet.
The one without a name, without
Oh god, that makes me really blur. All right, all right. That was some that huge differences between the two. That wasn't as close to each other as it's been the last two. It, it, we'll go through it here as it goes along. I'm gonna go back so I'm not so bright. Woo. Okay. Um, we're gonna go through it here and kind of explain it out, but it definitely felt like um Annette was like, yeah, I can't. I mean, I don't know if she can't. I don't think she can, but I don't actually know. I can't do that opera style singing that Tarja. I can't out Tarja. I'm just gonna make it my own, and she did. She made it her own. And we'll find out what that means as we go along here. Well, you'll find out what that means as we go along. I know what that means to me. Let's move through here. We'll start here at the beginning here, because it's approximately 7 seconds when they wrote down the timestamp. So we're gonna look at the tone and embellishments that she's got going on here to the melody at the start. We'll stop it there because the next part is going to come up here soon. It sounds like a different genre of the same song, which is interesting, to say the least. The tone's not bad, but I think what I meant by writing down tone is that it sounds like the song has a different tone to it. With Annette singing it, it sounds different. She kind of puts those little, like, kind of almost jazzy, sassy moments in there, and a little just kind of interesting little playful things in there, which I have to say, before we continue forward, I like hearing Annette sing live. I like the playfulness she has and the power that I hear in some of her tone and her notes, and just from her voice in general. I really like it. For this song, however, I feel like it was, for at least the beginning parts of what we just heard, I feel like it was a little too far in the wrong direction from what the original song was. I like it, but at the same time, not so much, you know? I really like the way she's singing, but I don't like how different it is, I would say, for sure. And then here we have a little slide kind of thing here. I'm not exactly sure what I meant by that, but I know I'll find out. Yeah. It's one of the tones that I really love when listening to Annette songs, and kind of that little quick little. I don't think necessarily glissando, but that little vocal slide that she does there. I love that sound. It did feel a little out of place in this situation, however, but I do love that sound. It sounds good. It just the way she's switching it up from the original is not rubbing me the right way, at least at the moment. Let's let it keep going. I think around 50 seconds here I said changes. Well, let's listen to this chorus a little bit and then we'll talk about it. Like right, da da. dun, dun, dun. Just some of the little changes that she does to the ending, the cadences of these phrases of this chorus. Again, it's not like she's just not doing well. She's doing a bad job at it. I think it sounds great. It's just I feel like it's straying way too far away from the original, and that's rubbing my ears the wrong way. I feel like the changes are not staying true, which is what I mean by she's making it her own. She's using her own strengths to sing it in a way that sounds really good for her. To me, it's just losing too much of that magic from the original in those changes. But that's just me. It still sounds amazing. I love it. But around here, I said smooth. Like this the second verse, she comes with it a little bit more and makes it very nice and smooth. Has this very strong, well supported low note in there that she just holds out nice and creamy and warm. But I also said it's not the same. So let's listen to this second verse here. My flower withered between the pages 2 and 3. Nice low note, nice vibrato in there. Very beautiful, very warm, very supported. It's just not the same. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like you feel it's just not quite. Doesn't have the same kind of just smooth and like serene sorrowfulness to it, you know. It seems a little too rocky, you know. I don't know. It's just me. It's just what's going on through my head here. Around 125, I said some more embellishments here, some more change-ups to the melody. Like that. Very beautiful. Again, just the change, same thing. Changes are just rubbing me a little bit the wrong way. But again, very beautiful. I love that little sweep she does in there. I love it. Moving a little bit farther here, a few seconds here. Again, around this part, from 145, again around 250 and whatnot, she starts kind of really giving it a lot of emotion, starts belting it and whatnot. Well, belting-ish, you know, starts pushing a lot more energy and a lot more volume through there. And it reaches that tonality, that kind of sharp, bitey tonality that Anette has to her that I absolutely love about Anette. And it sounds really good. I think I really enjoyed this part, but we'll find out again together. Alright, so let's listen to a few of those examples here. Right there. That kind of that kind of that sharp yet not out of tune sharp, but that sharp biting tonality in there. Just I like that sound. I really like that sound from Anette. You can even hear some breaking kind of just anguish push in there, which is like borderline almost sounding like her voice is cracking, but at the same time still sounds kind of good to me. I still like it. It's just her pushing that emotion out, which is pretty nice. I kind of like it. That one not as much. Alright, moving a little bit forward here. At the end of this solo, she comes back with that same kind of intensity and energy to it. I've heard that. I think in like Sahara. I think there's a Sahara song. Yeah. I like that sound. I do like that sound. However, this one's kind of supposed to... the original is supposed to kind of start that smooth, soft, and just kind of work its way up a little bit, but just kind of almost like reflective. And this one, she's just pushing for a belt, which I like, but at the same time, I kind of like that really kind of bringing it down, reflectiveness before the piano comes in, and then giving it that punch and push again in the last chorus. So I really, really like what I'm hearing. However, it's just stretching a little too far from what the original did for me. Again, at this spot. Same thing. So we're gonna push it here again. She's pushing that Belton level energy out, and then I think she dropped down a note here, something like that. There it is. She's really working. I can see her mouth. She's really working to keep that note in tune. Like that note is like dangerously trying to push to go out of tune, but she's holding it there. You can see her really working and concentrating to keep that with the little embellishment she does there to try to help keep that in tune. She does. She successfully does it, but I just love that. I can see how much work she's putting in for that. But yeah, an interesting choice through the last, again, because it's like, I can't do it the way Tarja does it, so I'm going to do it my way. And I really appreciate the emotion that she's pushing into there, and the attempt that she's going for that belt. I really do appreciate what she's trying to do. The last part here that we have, the repeat on the name Forevermore. I like the way she did it, because she kept it way close and truer to the original. But then we just kept repeating parts of the chorus. Well, not just the chorus. I think it's the bridge. I don't know. Anyways, repeating part of the song again and again. I kind of like the instrumental just kind of worked to the end after the repeat. So she was giving more, which was nice because you're getting more, but at the same time, I didn't need more. So it felt a little overplayed, a little too much. But let's listen to this Name Forevermore that I liked. I did like that. Ooh. The pitch moved a little bit there. The pitch moved a little bit. It started to get out of tune and she brought it back in. Oh, that was interesting. And then this part, yeah. That rasp in there, very interesting. Alright. Again, beautiful. I like the way she did it. I love the intensity. I even love that little bits of rasp in there. But at the same time, I didn't need that extra, and I didn't really want that extra. I kind of like the instrumentation just by itself there. So while it's nice, I didn't really need it. So it's like it's a wash. It's a neutral. Just like I liked it, but at the same time I didn't want it. So it's just like it's a push. So I'm not really putting that against her. It's just kind of, it was interesting there. So, whew, that was what I expected and not what I expected at the same time. My first thought coming into this was like, I think Tarja has this hands down. I think Tarja's got this one. I don't know if Annette can really bring the same level of power that Tarja has. It's going to be interesting. Then I started hearing Tarja. I was like, shit, maybe Annette's got a chance. Not that it was bad. It just wasn't exactly that power and that contrast that I was kind of looking for and kind of expecting. But again, we kind of explained she was doing it more for the performance and not trying to do the song perfectly, kind of thing. Which again, I can respect. And then I was like, maybe Annette blows this one out of the water. And then I started hearing started seeing like, oh, she's gonna do it her way. And while it was very beautiful and I loved the way that was sung, kind of on a performance level of the way it sounded and just the intensity and emotion to it, that's kind of got me leaning a little bit more towards the Annette side. However, staying true to the original and just the beautiful way, being able to have that power and opera tone singing and being able to at least have a contrast, even if it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, still having that contrast has got me pushing towards the Tarja side. In the end of the day, if I had to listen to this again, which version would I listen to? I gotta go Tarja. I gotta say Tarja takes this one, although it was closer and not close than I thought it would be at the same time. Very weird. These have been very intriguing, but at the end of the day, I would listen to Tarja's version again over the Annette version. Though I'd probably honestly, and this is an option, I wouldn't vote for this. Like in the end, it doesn't count because the option is I'd probably still rather listen to the original over the live, but that's not gonna be a cop out. I'm not gonna be like the original wins. Like I will choose between one of the live versions. But I have a feeling in the next song I might be choosing the original over the live versions, but we'll find out together, won't we? Yeah. But I kind of like the way it's done in the studio version a little bit more than these live versions. However, I could see myself listening to both of the live versions again. I would occasionally listen to the Annette version just because I love that power and that emotion that she's pushing through. But in the end of the day, Tarja's got this one. Honestly, Tarja's got this one. That was interesting. I was not what I expected. Okay. Well, next song. Next song we got here. We are going back to... I'm not going to tell you what it is. But we're going back to Annette v. Floor. So that should be interesting. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit the next one. The next one's gonna be interesting. So hold on to that. I'm gonna do my best to stay neutral and objective, and that will make more sense. I'm not gonna give it away because that would you know what it is before it's out. But there's going to be some factors that were explained at the beginning of it that's going to be different. That's going to have to make me focus on like, okay, we're going to ignore all that and just focus on the vocals. That's it. So it's going to be an exercise for me. I just got to remind myself that. But either way, it's going to be interesting. So if you enjoyed this, you should definitely go check that out. And I will see you all next time.